Hello and welcome back to the Atmospheric Cafeteria. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and for my YouTube people, if this goes longer than 3 minutes, I will put it up as a short and connect the full to it. So today we have the Knight of Swords, the Tower, the Knight of Wands, and the Hermit, and Oscar. How can I say this? If you haven't already experienced the Tower swiftly, you are swiftly going to be experiencing a Tower. And this is something that you may or may not realize is going to happen to you, but it is. And your first instinct is to, go with passion and flip right out of it and not take notice of this fire, But what Spirit is saying is you can't go in as hot-headed as you normally would, as set on fire as you normally would. Normally you would see the tower, you would get hot-headed, and you would just run into it and do what you have to do to get out of it and pull your bootstraps up. But this time Spirit is saying you have to wait. You have to go in stillness, and you have to go slower than what you would normally go. You need to sit with this tower. This isn't a normal tower. This is something that is bringing great emotion and great passion and great sorrow to you, and it's going to be an absolute change. You don't even realize you're falling until you're falling. And Spirit says that you can go in with fire all that you want to, but if you do that, you're going to stumble and you're not going to get up and be exactly where you should be. Basically what it is it's like running down the street and not realizing that part of the sidewalk is tipped up, and so you run and you fall over that tipped up part of the pavement, and you fall, you skin your knees, you break your nose, you break your jaw, etc., etc., etc. Usually we can run right into these things and be fine. But, this time we can't do that. You see, these are two fires. If you do that, you're just going to light yourself on fire. And the point is to walk in stillness after this happens, no matter what this tower is. If you're losing a loved one, it doesn't mean that you go straight back to work. It means you give yourself time to rest. You give yourself time to mourn. If you're losing something that you've worked really hard for, you can't just plummet and go into doing something else. You have to take that time. I mean, obviously, if you lose a job, you do have to get a job, but it's also saying once you get that job, that new job, take time. Take that time to heal yourself and rest and relax, because it's when you do that, you will have a better experience. You will have a better moment, because that way, if a tower comes again, it won't be as hard because you took time to heal. It's like if you're in a relationship and that relationship breaks up, and after that relationship breaks up, you just go to a brand new relationship, you haven't healed yourself from that past relationship. Spirit is saying, heal yourself, go in stillness, go in the I mean, not literally go in the woods, unless you can do that and it works. Notice the things around you. You see the white deer? The white deer is coming forwards, and it's going beside this person who is taking it slow. And the deer itself, when the deer grazes very, very slowly, walks very, very slowly, and it only rushes forwards when it has to, only when it senses danger. But this deer isn't sensing danger. This deer is sensing the person themselves that needs to be slow. And that is what Spirit is saying. You're going to have a tower, and your first instinct is going to be run with passion. And you can't run with passion this time. You have to be slow. You have to be internal. You have to rest. You have to give yourself that period of adjustment time. And it doesn't matter what your tower is. You have to give it that rest time, because if you don't, the next time you have a tower, it's going to be harder. You're not going to succeed as well as you would like to. And Spirit's like, yeah, don't say that. Don't say it like you're not going to succeed, because somebody is going to be defiant. But don't let your defiance disorder get in the way of what I'm saying, which is You may not want to take that time off because you just want to jump to the next thing. But the Hermit is saying it's time to rest. So that when you have another tower, you know how to rest after that tower. Even if you're not resting as long as you normally would, you can then rest with that tower and go into action. Because that's the point. After a tower, you have to have that rest in order to go into that action that you need to do and go into it with fire. Because here you're already set ablaze, and that ablaze hasn't helped you at all. That blaze, like the air sign is great, but sometimes air can make fire even worse and make it spread even harder. I mean, look at how it's spread right there. I mean, you don't want that. You want to do that rest. You want to take that rest. See, resting kitty. You want to be a resting kitty. You want to be that resting kitty who takes the time to snooze. And snooze can mean many different things. It doesn't mean you're sleeping. It means you might be sitting there watching YouTube. You might be sitting there watching a movie that is your favorite and, coming to terms with life through, the holiday. That might be your comfort movie. Or maybe you're drawing, or maybe you're reading, or maybe you're taking time for yourself to do those things that you wanted to do. But you have to have that bit of rest before you set yourself ablaze again, before you move on. And it doesn't matter what the tower is. This is what the advice from Spirit is. So I hope that helps you. Be good, behave, be happy, and be yourself. And if you would like a reading of your own, please check out my info in my bio. And as I am on YouTube and I am on Instagram, so come and join me over there as well. Anyway, be good, behave, be happy, and be yourself. And I love you.